What's up, guys? It's been about 2 months since I've put out a video. That doesn't mean I haven't been paying attention to the channel. I've seen the increase in the subscribers and the activity on there. I really appreciate it. Uh, I've just been working a lot lately. Like, I'd work a week, have like a day off, and then go right back to work again. So putting out content just really wasn't feasible. The video that we are going to be going over today, or I should say, I guess the topic we're going to be going over today, I actually had already filmed. But upon editing, it was a really rushed video to try and get content out, and it just wasn't going to be the quality that I wanted. So I'd rather wait and put it out when I have time to edit it and film it and get what I want across as to rush it out. So if you haven't noticed, this isn't my normal setting that I would be working in. I'm actually across country in San Diego right now. However, I'm quarantined in a hotel, which is another reason why I kind of wanted to go ahead and push this video out. I have the time to edit it. I'm literally doing nothing else, so figure why not? So today's topic is going to be kind of a controversial one, and the reason why I decided to kind of just go ahead and get it pushed out, I was on a Facebook Ruckus group yesterday, and I saw somebody asking whether they should buy new or used. And anytime you ask that in any type of modding community, whether it be Ruckus, normal motorcycle, car, you name it, there's always going to be a bunch of controversial topics. I'm going to put this into two separate videos. One video being why I feel you should buy new, and the other being why it would be beneficial for you to buy used. Excuse me. Not COVID, promise. This video is going to be why I personally think you should buy brand new. I personally think it's more beneficial to buy new. Obviously, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Stay tuned for the other video before you kind of like just jump to a conclusion and think that I only think people should buy new, because I definitely don't think that. And definitely leave your opinion in the comments below. I'd love to see your guys' point of view. I think that's beneficial to everybody, whether they be watching this because they're looking into buying one, or somebody who's owned multiple and might be wanting to buy another in the future. So without further ado, let's jump in. Alright guys, before we get started on number one, I just want to say that there's probably going to be a common theme that you guys are going to see with this, and that is going to be that these are going to be directed more towards either keeping the stock engine and just doing some light mods, or not doing any mods at all and just using it as a commuter. I think in this Ruckus community, people tend to forget that there are people that buy these just strictly to zip around town or zip around the college campus or whatever the case may be. So with that in mind, that hopefully will kind of change your thought process a little bit from the modding point of view that a lot of people I think tend to get kind of stuck on. So jumping into it, number one is going to be warranty. Not only are you going to get a dealer that's going to look over your bike, go through a checklist, top off all the fluids, make sure it is safe to ride, versus if you buy a used bike from some Joe Schmo, but you're also going to get a warranty. Now, if you do mods, obviously mods are going to void your stock warranty. However, if you don't do mods, or you do some light modding that doesn't affect your engine, like visual mods, you're going to get a pretty awesome warranty. You actually get a warranty card in the mail when you buy your Ruckus, and it's good for any Honda dealership, not just the one that you purchased it at. I don't know off the top of my head how long that warranty is good for. I want to say it's like 3-year, 10,000 or something like that, but don't quote me on that. But if you're the type of person who, you know, is worried about that sort of thing, I personally do all my own repairs. But if you, like I said, if you're buying this as a form of transportation, that is a huge plus. All right, moving on to number two. They're honestly pretty freaking comparable in costs. If you really look, unless you're buying one that's just beat the hell and back, they're what, at the most $1,000 different. Okay, so obviously $1,000 is a lot of money. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's not. But at the end of the day, you're really going to go into a long-term investment over and buy something used over $1,000 when you could fork out that extra money, finance it, or just save up, or whatever the case may be, and have something brand spanking new. In my personal opinion, and that is why I went with new, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna get somebody else's problem that somebody else is beat on, you don't know how they've maintained it, over $1,000. Sometimes it's even less than that. There are ruckuses that I see for sale on Facebook groups all the time that are a year or two old, and they'll be like, oh, only has 800 miles on it, and they'll be like $800 less than the cost of a freaking new one. Okay, well, you put 1,000 miles on it, which obviously isn't that much, but you're only saving me $800? Like, no, dude, like, I'm just gonna go to the dealership and I'm gonna buy it. That's my personal opinion. Some people are more frugal with their money. Or like I said, and I'll cover this in the other video, I'm not going to cover it in this one, if they have ideas of doing major mods, that's worth it to them, but for me, it's not worth it. 3 is kind of staying on that same common theme of warranty and comparable in cost, and that's the ease of availability. You can walk into a Honda dealership and go, hey, I want a Honda Ruckus, and they're either going to have it in stock and you're going to walk out with it that day, or they're going to be able to get it in for you very, very, very quickly. You don't have to mess around with trying to find the right one online and then meeting with a stranger and going and picking it up and messing with titling and all that crazy nonsense that is going to make it a lot bigger process than what it needs to be. Walk into your Honda dealership, write them a check, swipe a credit card, fill out a credit application, and walk out. I did it, and it literally took me like 25 minutes. It was super freaking easy. 4, and again, this would have to do more with somebody who's going to keep stock engine or do some white mods, or no mods at all. You know what you're getting. If I go and I buy a bike brand new, I know what's up with it. I know who's set on it. I know that the dealership ran their checks on it. I know like that it literally has no miles on it. Mine had less than a half a mile on it when I got it. You're not getting some bike that somebody abused, didn't do maintenance on, modded the hell and back, like bounced it off rev limiter because they had a freaking CDI installed in it, but didn't have it tuned right. Like, you know what you're getting. It's that peace of mind going to bed at night knowing, hey, I have warranty. Hey, I have a brand new bike. Not having to worry about buying it for a long-term investment and then having something happen. Final reason is it's just your bike. Like, there's just something about, if you've never bought anything like mechanical new, there's just a nice feeling of knowing that it's yours. It's that way when you buy a new car. It's that way when you buy a motorcycle. The excitement of getting it, ripping the tag off of it, having it brand new, bringing it home is amazing. It's a feeling that is honestly pretty hard to rival, whether you're a car person or not. Like, even people who aren't into cars all get enjoyment out of that new car smell, that new bike feel, breaking it in, being the one to initially ride it and learn to ride on it. It's just a really awesome feeling, and it builds a really good connection that is awesome to build off of. All right, so those are my 5 reasons why I feel like you should buy brand new. Tomorrow or later on next week, I'm going to put out a video of why I think you should buy used, or why it'd be beneficial in your specific case to buy used. I just want to say that I've actually done a lot of work to my Ruckus off tape. I said I was going to do this beginner series, and I'm definitely still doing it, but I kind of started getting a little bit antsy and wanted to start doing things, especially now that the weather's starting to get a little bit nicer in my area and I've been able to ride a little bit more. When I get back home, I have some parts. I can do a install montage or an install tutorial if that's something you guys would like to do, or like to see, my bad. And then even if you don't want to see that, I'll do just a quick like bike check update just to kind of so you guys can see where I'm at and see the progress I've made. Last time I checked, I was creeping up on 100 subscribers. I really, really, really appreciate it. It's awesome. If you guys can get me there over the next 2 videos, I would really appreciate it. So if you don't mind, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you enjoy these videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.